You might think my title is clickbait or extreme, but sadly it is not. The hatred, disdain, and insecurity towards Afro hair has affected not just the mental health of many black women, but the physical health too. Many people within the industry know this, but don't care because sadly, many black women don't care about this either, if they can achieve Eurocentric beauty standards. In one of my previous videos, I already hinted at the dangers of chemicals such as relaxers. However, in this video, I will be going deeper and giving you a closer look at Afro hair products as well as extensions. Let's start off with the most obvious and oldest poison in the Afro hair community, the relaxer. The relaxer is a chemical and was a household product in many black households. It was created in the US by a black American scientist in 1909 and has been a beauty product in the black American community since. The product spread throughout Africa in the 70s and became a go-to product, regardless of class or income, in many African communities around the 90s. The chemical is used to straighten Afro-textured hair. Once it has been used, there is only one way of getting back to your original hair texture, and that is by cutting the relaxed hair off completely. However, does it only affect your hair, or is there more to it? For generations, many people had no idea of how damaging relaxers are. It wasn't until 2014 that more people started looking closer at the ingredients of this product, but even then, those were only beliefs. However, that is no longer the case. It has become a fact that relaxers have been linked to the increase of fibroids found in black women. Now, many studies will argue that this has not yet been proven. However, what has been proven is that women and girls who use relaxers are more at risk of developing fibroids. But do the dangers stop at relaxers? I mean, after all, the sales and usage of relaxers have decreased drastically thanks to the natural hair community. Well, sadly, no. When we talk about protective styling, many people can't go without the usage of braiding hair extensions. But where do they come from and what are they made from? If you have ever braided your hair with synthetic braiding extensions, you might have experienced a lot of itching, or sometimes even an odd strong smell. Well, it's no coincidence. There are many different synthetic braiding hairs out there, all made of plastics and promising quality. However, do they offer better quality in terms of health? Sadly, no. The hair is mostly made from vinyl chloride and acrylonitrile. Now, while the extensions are often praised for its heat resistance, the toxic fumes and chemicals that get released when exposed to heat is not something we should be praising. We know for a fact is that the materials used for making synthetic hair are already toxic on their own. Should we risk putting these materials on the heads of children despite knowing that these ingredients still come at a risk? Some of these risks that are yet to even be discovered or made public, all for the sake of long and straighter looking hair? Now, I would like to mention that there are many African companies that are looking to produce natural synthetic hair made of banana fibers, such as those from the Ugandan entrepreneur Juliette Tumusime. Furthermore, many West African communities had been using natural yarn as braiding hair long before synthetic braiding hair was ever invented. Lastly, let's talk about hair products. With Afro hair needing more moisture in cold weather conditions, we pretty much need creams and grease to keep our hair flourishing. But what's the issue? Well, the issue is that 1. Many people look for products to style their hair instead of moisturize it, and 2. Many companies, black-owned or not, have taken advantage of the fact that Afro hair uses more hair products than other hair textures. It has become a market for fast money, which is why many producers have become lazy when it comes to checking the ingredients and its side effects. What many people don't know is that most products in the US that are sold to black women or that cater to black hair will never be sold in European stores that follow EU guidelines. Many people will argue that it must be because of racism, but no, it's actually because the ingredients are banned in the EU. The majority of black hair products coming from the US include chemicals the EU banned due to its links to cancers and reproductive health issues. Do people ever wonder why the ingredients of black-owned hair companies tend to change the moment they start wanting to cater to white women or want to sell their products on an international scale, or why they often end up having to sell their company because the ingredients need changing? It's because to sell or gain their new audience of white consumers in Europe, they have to make sure they have non-toxic ingredients due to the restrictions of the EU. The EU does not play when it comes to beauty products consumed by their women. The sad truth is that the black community has been conditioned to not care about their health or the side effects of those products as long as those products promise fast growth or defined curls or anything that changes or makes the hair more manageable. All because we have been conditioned to believe our hair is unmanageable, a pain in the ass, or unpretty. Fact is, products that are made for straight hair, wavy hair, loose curls can also be used for Afro hair. But there is no money in admitting that, so instead, people sell poison in a bottle telling people with Afro Hair Dysmorphia that they need this for long hair, they need this for big curls, they need this for more definition, and that they can never use products made by white people for white people. This is $1 million industry after all. People don't care about the health of black women, they just care about Afro Hair Dysmorphia and how to benefit for it. So the hair growth oil made your hair grow great, but are the ingredients doing your body good in the long run? Would that same hair oil be allowed to be sold at European stores? Unlikely. It is crucial that black women start looking deeper at the ingredients of hair products targeted at black women specifically, especially since these products stay in the hair and on the scalp for much, much longer. Do not think that black-owned automatically means better health or safe. Do not think just because the product does that it promised that it is automatically good for your health. Do not shy away from products catering to European or even Asian women because guess what? Those ingredients get checked regularly, and some of those conditioners and shampoos might also work for your hair. Ask for creams. There are many natural alternatives.